Since we've managed to cover the most useful and basic features Vim has to offer, I'd like to finish this part by showing you how to customize it in order to make it a little bit more fun to work with. To do that, we first have to create a new configuration file for Vim in our home directory called .vimrc, as it is indeed supposed to be a hidden file. Let's now open this file and add some basic settings that will improve our editing experience, starting with the syntax highlighting that will make your code easier to read. Let's also add some line numbers to make navigating the file easier. A feature I personally appreciate as well is the line highlighting that will highlight the cursor's line. We can also throw in some more configuration that are particularly useful when coding, like using space characters instead of tabs, the number of spaces contained in the tab, and the line unwrapping and the number of commands saved in the history. For the sake of keeping this lesson short, I suggest you have a look at the configuration file I dropped in the resources, as I won't be able to go through the thousands of customization options Vim has to offer. Note that you can also browse the internet for more configuration options, as there are tons of articles available on the subject. So to wrap it up, I will now show you how to apply a different color scheme to your editor. By default, Vim has a few pre-installed presets on your machine. If you open Vim, then type the color scheme command followed by space and Ctrl-D, Vim will show you the list of the available schemes. From here, if you want to select another one, use the color scheme command again this time, followed by the name of the scheme you want to apply, and press enter. Also note that the same action can be performed by updating your vimrc file with the following line. If now you ever wanted to download a custom scheme from the internet, like Monokai for example, you need to first create a new folder in your home directory called vim/colors, drop your schemes file in there, and then update the selecting scheme using one of the two techniques I just showed you. And that wraps it up for this part on Vim. As I do realize it's a pretty complex text editor to work with at first, I want to encourage you to take the time to practice and to play around with it until it becomes natural, as it really does have a lot to offer. So whenever you feel ready, move on to the next lecture where I'll introduce you to what we call the shell environment.